Well, it looks like there was an Edward Snowden working for YouTube who just released hundreds of internal documents, including their controversial query blacklist, which we've been talking a lot about lately, and some of the technical details about how they manipulate the search results. This is software engineer Zach Voorhees, who recently gave an anonymous interview with Project Veritas, where he detailed some of their algorithm manipulation and liberal bias, but now he has decided to come forward because, well, he doesn't really have a choice because Google discovered that he had spoken with Project Veritas. We're talking about a company that is in many ways more powerful than the NSA, and so they figured out who he was and what he did, so he decided to meet with Project Veritas publicly and release the documents, which he had previously turned over to the Justice Department.
And so what I realized is that I needed to both increase the expense that Google would take to do something bad, and also reduce the value of that successful operation. And so I decided that the best way to reduce the return on investment was to come public, release all the documents, and get the target off of my back. And so that's what I did, and that's why I'm here today.
This is the controversial query blacklist, which is 40 pages long, and if you search for any of these terms, the search results are a manually curated list, and this file includes such terms like Black Lives Matter, CNN, Tommy Robinson, false flag, and many others.
If I'm just on camera, that's just some dude's opinion. And, who knows what that person's thinking. When they see the documents themselves, they're going to be shocked, they're going to be terrified, and they're going to be like, how can Google so blatantly lie to the American public and lie to Congress when there is a pile of evidence showing that what they're saying is untrue?
Here is another one of the documents that you leaked to us. This is, well, tell us what this is.
Okay, so this is a blacklist, one of many blacklists that are at Google. This particular blacklist is showing which news sites aren't going to show up underneath the search bar when people are searching on their Android phones. And what they're doing is that they're saying, okay, well, Newsbusters, The Gateway Pundit, National Enquirer, InfoWars, they're not going to appear on their search results. And they're telling people that, oh, they don't have any blacklist. This is all done. They don't have any political ideology. They don't have any political bias. But it's really clear that they do. And, if Google wants to have political bias and they want to say that they've got political bias, that is their right as a company. But for them to go under oath and say that these blacklists don't exist, well, employees like me are able to just search through the internal search engine of the company and see that they do is hypocritical at the least, and it's perjury at the worst.
This document, titled the Twiddler Quick Start Guide, is going to take me some time to digest, and I'm sure that you software programmers would be able to make more sense of it than me, but it appears to be a technical guide on how they manipulate the search results. Another document reveals that they're using human moderators to rate the supposed quality of channels, which then affects their ranking in the search results. There's also a document about how they want to demonetize Breitbart's website as well. Of course, Breitbart's not happy about this, and since they're an actual news website, they're covering the news about the whistleblower. So is newsbusters.org, which is listed on the Google blacklist. So is the Christian Post, which is not happy about it, noting that they have been blacklisted by Google. InfoWars, of course, blacklisted and reporting on this. So, of course, this must be big news over on the Google News page, right? Oh, wait, what's this? The top story on Google News when you search for YouTube is that LGBTQ creators are suing YouTube for discrimination, claiming that their videos are getting demonetized all the time because, well, they're just talking about sex and adult topics, so of course they're gonna get demonetized. Look at this, there's not a single mention on the Google News tab, which is used specifically to search news websites instead of just the internet as a whole. Not a single article about the whistleblower. Not one. He also obtained this video from YouTube CEO giving a talk about how they're combating supposed fake news by boosting CNN in the search results.
Second area, fake news. This is a hard area. A year ago, we didn't have the term fake news. Now everything is about fake news. We hear about it every single day. It's had a lot of concerns about how it affected the election, how it affects politics. News is important to us. We are a platform with global distribution. We talked about the number of users that are coming to us. We have some responsibility to make sure that we are delivering the news when something important happens in the world, when there's a crisis. We think people could benefit from this news. So news has always been important to YouTube. So what are we doing? Basically, this sounds easy, but it's really hard to do. We're pushing down the fake news, we're demoting it, and we are increasing the authoritative news and promoting it. How do we do that? We have a whole system. We came up with trashy news where we have build classifiers, we identify it, we look for salacious, for clickbait, content that isn't, that we don't think is the authoritative news. It's just kind of encouraging people to look at, but it's not true. We're training, we added these instructions to our raters, and we've updated our classifiers, and we are working to understand, identify that with machine learning, and then to push that down. It's also going to trigger on search. When you type in something, you're looking for a news event, you're going to see news there. We're also working with a lot more news publishers. News publishers don't want to be in the technical business of running their own player. We can do that for them. And we also want to get more news players on the platform. We have the goal of getting over 100 new news providers on our platform this year.
There's even a picture of little Bryce Dalton's show in the background, which she is using as an example of an authoritative source. And look at this, what a small world. Mr. Voorhees follows me on Twitter, and I will not confirm nor deny whether or not I have or have not had any communication with him. While I haven't found my name in any of these documents yet, we all know how YouTube feels about me, burying my own videos under piles of search results at the bottom of the page when people look up my name on YouTube, and demonetizing hundreds of my videos as soon as word got out that I was invited to the White House for the social media summit. But I was mentioned in a report by another research firm which has been tracking the channels that get recommended on YouTube, and they are blaming me and my channel for driving traffic to Fox News' YouTube channel. This from the Huffington Post. YouTube's conspiracy theory crackdown has one big winner: Fox News. Conspiracy channels all over the platform, that's what they're calling me, a conspiracy channel, are funneling increased traffic to Fox. Channels run by notorious right-wing conspiracy theorists Mark Dice and Gary Franchi, who's a good friend of mine from the Next News Network, who each have well over 1 million YouTube subscribers, have become two of Fox News' major traffic suppliers, the Ludwig data shows. The Huffington Post is even upset that people are sharing YouTube videos on their social media accounts of their favorite YouTubers and telling their friends to subscribe, saying that YouTube's plan to rein in conspiracy theories, they call us a conspiracy theorists, of course, everything's projection with them, is failing. The conspiracy theorists have capitalized on YouTube's change to its algorithm, the change meaning they bury us, they don't show us in the recommended section or in the search results anymore, by using it to rally their bases for grassroots promotion. How dare we actually ask our viewers to tell their friends to come to our channels and subscribe? And I don't want to sound like a broken record going over the latest videos that were demonetized this week, so just know I appreciate all your support, guys. If you enjoy watching my channel, click some of the links in the description below to sponsor it through Patreon or PayPal, or head on over to my online store at markdice.com and get one of my awesome shirts, like the new trigger warning shirt, to let people know that you contain opinions and facts that some people find offensive, or any of my awesome designs. Of course, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie. And your purchase helps keep this channel going, so appreciate your support, guys. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.